The relief supplies and emergency assistances from the government, churches, donor agencies, business houses and individuals have now become talk of the town. Despite their efforts, claims have been made that relief supplies have not reached the worst hit areas in the Southern Highlands and Hela provinces. The people have become victims of a 7.5 magnitude earthquake which struck the Highlands region on February 26th. It has killed over 100 people and the death toll is likely to increase. The damages done to properties and public infrastructure have run into over $500 million kina, bringing the cash-strapped economy down to its knees. But the government is keen on restoring it in a year's time. At a media conference facilitated by PNG Women Leaders Network in Port Moresby today, women leaders from Nipa Kutubu, Como, Heights and Bosavi have expressed their views on the disbursement of relief supplies, humanitarian aid.
For advancing PNG Women Leaders Network, it's not just for the 64 or the 20 women leaders who are from this area, but the thousands that follow them. Naomi from the Kutubu for Women's Association, there's 5,000 women that she leads in a community. And not just that, and here, she will talk about the women and how many more. So it's the communities that are impacted. The group has come together because we are concerned that the relief items, relief support must go down to the people. That is our concern. And we want to tell everyone that there is a platform. You know your suspect, your blade, your cup, your territory. We will go right down to the victim. And we prepare to send a team by next.
Over 500,000 people affected by the earthquake in the Highlands region. Prime Minister Peter Hornell has acted swiftly after an emergency cabinet meeting and made available 450 million kina for earthquake relief funds. However, the parliamentary opposition is calling on the government and the Speaker to convene a special parliament session. If recalled, members of parliament from both sides of the House can sanction a well thought out plan on how effectively the government manages the fund. As it is, the opposition describes the government efforts as ad hoc, and there is still a room for proper coordination. Despite warnings by the Prime Minister who wants zero tolerance on abuse of relief funds and supplies, the women leaders doubt it. They say relief supplies have not reached much of the worst affected areas in Hela and Southern Highlands provinces.
The relief have come inside. Homes are destroyed. People need tents. They need food, water. How about my women folks? They need hygiene pads.
They have called on the government and others to partner with them in effectively distributing relief supplies and delivery of emergency aids to the victims through their established networks.
I call on leaders. I call on the government. Embrace and respect us women and let us work together. Kutubu Council of Women has women reps located in the 18 council wards in Kutubu. And this network extends as far as Nipa Kutubu district and Southern Highlands as well.
The women leaders have expressed concerns that emergency help and relief supplies have not fully reached the victims. Meanwhile, Kutubu, Kundu and Digaso Festival is in limbo if the host village is not being restored to normalcy.
As the organizer of the event for the last 7 years, I see that the festival, this cultural festival in the heart of Southern Highlands, which is in Kutubu, is very important, vital to the people of Kutubu, especially those of Southern Highlands. Why? Because the event itself is a mechanism, has been a mechanism in the last 7 years that has really brought the communities, the current earthquake-affected communities, together in harmony to really see the importance of preserving their culture and environment. And what has really happened on the 26th has really affected these very communities that has been part of this very unique event.
Festival organizer Saina Jaffrey has called on leaders, business houses and others to help in the restoration process in the lead up to the annual festival in September. She says the flora and fauna and others which attract tourists to the festival have been destroyed by the earthquake. Juan Pisako, Port Moresby.